All right, family, Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Sunseti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. Excited and delighted to say that we're accepting members to the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, a dynamic page. I know y'all see this lineup of excellent work that we putting on up here. I want you to go into the video description, the chat. You'll see a join link. You click that link, you'll get a video introduction to the memberships, giving you the rundown, what they entail. If you see one that you like, you should most definitely join. You see, it's a lot of beautiful perks in that. And even if you don't, we appreciate you over at Sarah Sunseti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. This Sunday is going down Freemasonry Exposed. Let me get it up here for you, family. That's right. There we go. Freemasonry Exposed, a shocking revelation, man. This is power pack. This is a power pack presentation. You should have your face in the place. The link is in the video description. Freemasonry Exposed. Click that link, get your ticket, and be front row and center. Do not miss it. If you are a member of the Sarah Sunseti YouTube page, if you're the third tier and up, the third and fourth tier, you will have access to this live stream. And see, this is what you get. You know, I had 2 live streams this month, and so family got access to both of them. And you see right there, that's $15 a piece plus. You see what I'm saying? Plus, you get other videos, access to other video. So you most definitely want to think about, you know, becoming a member. You see, so that you can have these for free and boatloads of extra material. That's right. And so General said he keep it leaping on Ticket Leap, generalseti.ticketleap.com. Get over there, and you can also see other live streams that are in queue that will be presenting in the near future. All right, family. And so y'all know what it is. Ring the alarm, kingseti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunseti DVD lectures, T-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor. We got 25% off selected products at this time. We got 25% off selected products at this time. So you can come find something that you like, that is nice, that you love, and you can get 25% off. That's a nice discount. You should come over. This is a good time to shop at kingseti.com. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, generalseti.com, SETI University. We're talking about over 1,000 video presentations on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation, one lesson at a time. The complete General Sarah Sunseti website. We want you in class today. All the subject that you know and love of General Sarah Sunseti. We talking about the Omega voyages of the Nile, the complete ancient Egyptian studies, Ban, occult, New World Order, Illuminati, African origins of the Hindu Kush, rise of the Neanderthals, and much, much more. I mean, this is unbelievable. You see, this is the Timbuktu of the internet. You see, this is the great library of Alexandria. You see the compilation of all the ancient Egyptian scrolls. You see, and so you want to get over there, have access to it, and you'll start binging on Black Power. This is the Black Power Netflix. Believe it. You see, just take a look. Thank me later. General SETI popping on Patreon, BPC making noise. We never calm. Exclusive live stream, too hot to handle on YouTube. We got the review, Secret Invasions, our shapeshifters real. We're talking about Samuel Jackson and Secret Invasion. Our shapeshifters real are some of the people you know clones. Can people's consciousness be stolen and transferred to non-human things? Is it too late to tell who is real and who isn't? Synthetic ops in the Black community. Are shapeshifters real? We need to know this. Oh, that's going down today. Also, we talking about, can watching horror movies lead to demonic possession? Are they sick realities relived every day through role play and gruesome crimes? Are we already trapped in hell and don't know it? This is another powerful one. And the third, lastly, Invasion of the Body Snatchers Part 1. Hippie Buddha exposed the Korean theft of African identity. I want you in the house. We're going in. We're going in. We're going in on Patreon. So become a patron today, because you know this shit right here is fire. Okay, make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, Rasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Give a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends, and comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. That's right. I will ban you. Put your ass up out of here. All right. Now, we dealing with today, the Bible confesses that God is the Son. And that's necessary that we know that. God is the Son. And once you learn that, then that's the prerequisite to a lot of the parables in the Bible. You see, that is a prerequisite to a lot of the parables in the Bible if you want a clear understanding. You see, the Bible confesses that God is the Son. So you can get that Cro-Magnon Neanderthal off of your damn wall. I want you to get that Cro-Magnon Neanderthal off of your damn wall today. You see, because we about to drop it in here. Let me get it in here, fam. Okay, here we go. We about to work out. Let me take that out of there so that we can see it. That's right. Okay. Now, see, let's go to Revelation 1:16. Now, what does Revelation 1:16 say? It says, in his right hand, listen, he held 7 stars. From his mouth came a sharp 2-edged sword, and his face was like the sun shining in full strength. You see? And his face was like the sun shining in full strength. You know why his face was like the sun shining in full? Because his face was the sun. He is the sun. And we're going to prove that today. And once you understand that we are the children of the Son, then you also understand that we are the chosen of the Most High. It ain't got nothing to do with no Israelites and all that shit, niggas that sign up, Hispanics and shit, and remove our African family from the table of their own father. You see, so these niggas can run around and coon and shit and this, and a lot of more of these Negroes. We got to get on them today. We talking about Malachi 4:2. It says, but for you who fear my name. See here, they didn't lowercase the Son, but in the King James is an uppercase. The Son is in uppercase. That's why you see Son. See, when you see something in uppercase, that lets you know that it is a person, a place, or a thing. So in that instance, for sure, that the Son is God. Not no other way around it. See, that's why you got to get some Bible. See, you got to get the King James. You see, in there, in Malachi 4:2, Son is, the S is capital to let you know that the Son is the person of God. Not that is allegorical. The Son is the person of God. Okay, not that is a fable or allegorical. No, that the Son is the person of God. I want you to understand that. And so, but for you who fear my name, for the Son of righteousness shall arise with healing in his wings. You see, with healing in his wings. And so we know that that's the winged sun disk. That's the winged sun disk, the Badeti of ancient Egypt with the twin serpents. That's why when you take that sun disk with the wings and the twin serpents, you get the caduceus. And that's where which is the staff of what? The medical field. And that's where it says, and the son of righteousness shall rise with healing in its wings. So you got to understand, even the caduceus is nothing more than the badeti. They shrunk the sun so that you wouldn't understand that it's the sun. But the caduceus that you see in the hand of Hermes or in Mercury is nothing more but the badeti, the winged sun disk of ancient Egypt with the twin serpents, the twin cobras. You see that are connected also to the sun. You see, and so when you go to Psalms 84:11, it says, "For the Lord God is what? Is a sun and a shield. For the Lord God is a sun and a shield. The Lord bestows favor and honor. No good thing does he withhold from those who walk uprightly." Okay, we're not talking about the Cro-Magnon who was walking on foes. We're talking about uprightly, to walk up, to walk straight. And we know right is rooted in righteousness. Upright is rooted in righteousness. That's right. You see, John 8:12. And it says, and again, God spoke to them saying, "Listen, I am the light of the world. Whosoever follows me will not walk in darkness, but will have the light of," let me get that up there, "of life. Will have the light of life. I am the light of the world." And that's the sun. Don't be confused about that. See, this is all we have to understand, that a lot is spoken of in parable. And if you don't have the prerequisite understanding, now that you see, for the Lord God is a sun and a shield, and the sun of righteousness shall arise, and the sun with a capital S, the sun, the God of righteousness shall rise with healing in his wings. You see, with healing in his wings. So when you get down there and it said, "I am the light of the world," you know what that light is. You're not confused what the light is. The light is the sun. So Jesus ain't nothing but an anthropomorphic, Serapis, created creature that they are using to trick you into worshiping this created creature, but when in reality it is the cosmic order and creation itself. You see, they say don't worship God, don't worship creation, worship the God. When you worship and venerate creation, then you are venerating God, because it says God is omnipotent. And so how can you venerate creation without venerating the creator? If everything and everything in creation and God is omnipotent, everything in creation, one way or another, is of God, or the lack thereof. You see, you got God, you got the positive, you got the negative. You see what I'm saying? And so it's the sum total of all things, positive and negative. Then there's nothing that you can say that God isn't. You see, when God is positive, God is negative. You see, he both, he God and the damn devil. That's why I say God created evil. That's right. It said that God created evil. And so let's move down. Matthew 13:43, and it says, "Then the righteous will shine like the sun in the kingdom of their Father." See, now we understand some things. I'm gonna break that down greatly. You understand what I'm saying? Because I want you to wait a minute. Where's that one at? Listen, because I told y'all that y'all was the primordials. I told y'all this, so I got to break this down to you so that you understand. Listen. Colossians, I believe that's Colossians 1:15. He is the image. Who? He is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation, the primordial. You see, he is the image of the invisible God, the firstborn of all creation. You see, now they say invisible, but you have to understand, we just said that God is the Son. Now, if you say that, see some right there, that invisible, you see, but I tell you that God, you are the creation manifested. You are God manifested in the flesh. You are creation manifested in the flesh. Everything that is in creation is manifested in you. So the image, but we can't say that it is the invisible God, because even though they say it, how could that be true and God be omnipotent? You see what I'm saying? If God is not visible and invisible, how can he be omnipotent? And so you have to understand this mathematics. So you are able to balance it, because that's not balanced. That's not my eye. You see what I'm saying? You see what is in creation, or that that is not earthly, is also in you. So you are the physical image of creation. You are you manifested in flesh. You as creation manifested in flesh. You are the primordial. You are the firstborn of all creation. You see, on this planet, you see, not that saying you was here before the earth, but anything that in form, like a human form or this, that, nigga, you the firstborn. And you the firstborn of creation. You see, which means that you are the chose. You are the primordial. They can't say they equal with you. You the firstborn of creation. You are the image of God. You are the physical image of all things in creation manifested in the flesh. That's you. That's you. And so you have to understand that. So when you understand that God is the Son, but God is also dark matter. You see, God is also dark matter. You see, but the Son being the most powerful image throughout the galaxy, you see, that is representative of power and energy and frequency. And so the Son by default becomes the symbol of God, the most glorious symbol of God. You see, and understanding that. That's why when you see right here, you see the African child inside of the Son, because you are the S-O-N and the S-U-N is the same thing. You are the Son manifested in the flesh. You are that. So when the Son manifested on this planet, it manifested in African people, the African man and the African woman. You see, you are the image. But we the invisible, because if they tricking people so that they don't, they destroy that which we see, and we don't make the connection that is also connected to us, that the trees is connected to us, the air is connected, everything is connected to us. So it's not invisible. It is invisible and is visible. It's the seen and the unseen. It's the thoughts that you have had and the thoughts that you haven't had. If you can say that God isn't somewhere, then God is not omnipotent. If you say God is even in hell, the negative aspect of God is in hell, period. How can you say God is not in the negative aspect? So there's positive aspect, there's negative aspect of God. But, and all the sum total is creation. You see, the sum total of creation. Okay, and so that's what that means. And so right here, we are proving that if God is the Son, and we've seen it in the capital to let you know that the person of God, not in an allegorical sense, but the person of God is the Son. We got to stop this shit. We got to stop it. And so you see that the S-O-N is also the S-U-N. That on in the Bible, Heliopolis is the city of the sun. So whether you spell it S-U-N or S-O-N, it still represents solar energy, solar frequency. You see what I'm saying? So I wanted to break that down to you, so you're clear on that. You see? And so it says, and the righteous will shine like the sun. That's why I had to bring that out. You gonna shine like the sun. In John 8:12, it says, and Jesus spoke to them saying, I did that. I am the light of the world. Okay, I did that. 2 Samuel. You see, he draws on them like the morning light, like the sun shining forth on a cloudless morning. Okay, like rain that makes grass to sprout from the earth. Now, I brought that out because Jesus is also referred to what? As the morning star. Now, they try to say that Lucifer was also called the morning star. You understand what I'm saying? But that's a lie. The morning star is the sun. You see right here where it says, and some people try to make it seem like it's Venus or no, it's the sun. It's the sun. The sun is also a star. You see, so when it says that, the morning star, that Jesus is the morning star, that ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn Lucifer. It's the sun. It's the S-U-N. So in 2 Samuel 23:4, it says, he dawns on them like the morning light, like the sun shining forth on a cloudless day. So that morning light is the morning star. The morning star is the sun, not no goddamn Venus. Okay? I'm tired of motherfuckers say, oh, Venus used to be. Motherfucker, it ain't now. When did you ever see that? When Venus was the sun? Some motherfuckers say Sirius was the goddamn star, was the goddamn sun. Okay? It ain't now. What goddamn world was? Did you see it? Did you see it with your own eyes, or is this allegory? See, motherfuckers try to go because they know in the sun you have your inheritance. They have to remove the sun. That's your inheritance. They're going to find something else to replace that. That's your inheritance. You see? And so you got to stay on this. The morning star is the sun. And so he dawns on them like the morning light, like the sun shining forth on the cloudless morning, like rain that makes grass to sprout from the earth. Now let's talk about this. Let's talk about this and prove that it's solar worship. That's all it is. And see, we needed that. Once you had the prerequisites, everything else will make sense. Ezekiel 44:1 at the top. It said, then he brought me back by the way of the outer gate of the sanctuary, which faces the east, and it was shut. Okay, and it was shut. Okay, the east. Why the east? Because the sun rises in the east. See, the sun rises in the east. Matter of fact, where's that other one at? Okay. Why isn't, I don't see, it's one I'm not seeing. It's one I'm not seeing, and I want it. Where is it? Okay. I don't see why. I don't see it. Okay, but I'll go for it. Ezekiel 43:4. And the glory, listen, and the glory of the Lord came into the house by way of the gate facing towards the east. That's solar worship, man. And the glory of the Lord, for the Lord God is a sun, came from into the house by the way of the gate facing towards the east. Ezekiel 46:1. Thus saith the Lord God, the gate of the inner court facing east shall be shut on the 6 working days, but it shall be open on the Sabbath day. That to show you that's sacred, and open on the day of the new moon. Okay, but that's cool. We understand it's still relating to the sun. Ezekiel 46:42. When the prince provides free will offering, is this the one? Yeah, offering, a burnt offering or peace offering as a free will offering to the Lord, the gate facing east shall be open for him. Okay, shall be open for him. Ezekiel 43:17. The land shall be 14 cubits long by 14 wide in its 4 sides. The border around it should be half a cubit, and its base shall be a cubit round about, and its steps shall face the east. So we're talking about the sanctuary of the whole the Ark of Covenant. We're talking about the sanctuary with the Ark of Covenant, and the steps that lead up into that sanctuary should be facing east. facing the sun. This is solar worship. Okay, this is why the east is significant, because this is the direction in which the sun rises. You see, and this is no different than many temples all around the world. You see, when you see, like on the equinoxes, you see where the sun will come right directly up into and shine into the Holy of Holies. It's not that it's aligned to the sun, so that on the Sabbaths and on those sacred days that God could enter into his holy temple. So this is very clear that people got to understand that these are parables, you see, and you got to have the prerequisites. Matter of fact, let me see. Man, I wish I had that one. I don't know how it got away from me. Don't know how, but it did. But it did. But that's all right. That's all right. I did what I needed to do. Wait a minute. I got it. Here we go. Aha. I know they thought I was going to, all them Hebrew motherfuckers. They say, oh, this nigga ain't fine. I got you. Ezekiel. Here we go. Here we go. Ezekiel 8:16. And it said, then he brought me into the inner court of the Lord's house, and behold, at the entrance to the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs to the temple of the Lord, and their faces toward the east, and they were prostrating themselves eastward towards the sun. Come on now, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Ezekiel 46. Then he went to the gate which faced east, went up to his stairs, and measured the threshold of the gate 1 rod in width, and one threshold 1 rod in width. So they talking about the sacred measurements of the holy temple. You see, and so they measured it based off of his orientation to the sun. That's what it's talking about. And so they orientating the temple of God in Jerusalem to the sun, which they do in Egypt. So at that time, on them Sabbath days and them sacred days, when it comes, that the sun will come in there and shine in the temple. So it's oriented towards the sun. See, that's very clear. Ezekiel 43:1, I think I put that one in there. And he led me to the gate facing towards east. 41, Ezekiel 41:40. Did I do? And he brought me back by way of the outer gate of the sanctuary, which faces east. Okay. And the glory of the Lord came into the house by the way of the gate facing toward the east. This is it's clear. It's clear. This is solar worship. This is solar worship. That God, when they say that God is in his holy temple, they're talking about the sun is in his holy temple. And so when is the one that is most powerful, Ezekiel 8:16, I'm going to read it again. Then he brought me into the inner court of the Lord house, and behold, at the entrance to the temple of the Lord, between the porch and the altar, were about 25 men with their backs to the temple of the Lord, and their faces towards the east, and they were prostrating themselves eastward towards the sun. That's it. That just let you know all the rest of them, the orientation towards the east is the fact that this is solar worship. And you, black man, African woman, are the children of the sun. You are the children of the sun. Let me tell you again, once you understand that, then this one will become much clearer. You are the image of the invisible God, visible God, the firstborn of all creation. You are the spirit of creation manifested in flesh. You are the firstborn. You are the one with the inheritance of the earth. This is your earth. This is your earth. This is your inheritance. And that's why most of the time they try to remove the sun and place in some other star that cannot duplicate the power of the sun. You cannot let them do that. Even though all stars have their place, none is more powerful in the life of African people than the sun. Okay, it's the sun that make them that vegetation grow, not nothing else. So don't let nothing confuse you. That them damn trees give you oxygen, and you give the carbon dioxide, and they give you oxygen. You see, and both us and the vegetation is, we are children of the sun. We are both living off of our father. We got more in common with the damn vegetation on the planet than we got in common with any guy. We ain't got nothing in common with him. You see what I'm saying? So we have to adhere to the creation. We have to adhere to cosmic law. You see what I'm saying? We have to do this, and understanding when they remove the trees, they removing us. They removing us. They trying to, when they destroy the trees, they trying to destroy us. That's how we breathe. We cannot allow these people to destroy our planet. We are the caretakers. We are by divine law and divine responsibility, this was given unto us. We are the firstborn. We are the creators. We are the caretakers and the custodians of this planet. We have vacated our divine responsibility. We must wake up to who we are. Who are you? Who are you? What is my destiny? How will I get there? Who am I? What is my destiny? How do I intend to get there? Who I'm gonna take and who I'm gonna leave the fuck behind when I get ready to go. You see, and when you find out who you are, you see, you understand that your divinity, when it becomes clear of your black divinity, then your destiny will. You cannot know your destiny until you understand your divinity. When you understand your black divinity, then your destiny will appear to you, and then it becomes your duty and your diligence. You must have diligence and duty to fulfill your destiny, your divine responsibility on this planet, to be the caretaker, to be the custodian of the planet. You are the kings and queens of all creation. Wake up, wake up. So we did. And so, family, this is the general saying, hey, we about to get up out of here for now. We'll be black. Maybe later on, I might come back in and touch on a couple of more things before we get out of here this evening. So be aware. Make sure you keep your notifications on all, so when I go live, you know the general is going live. I want to thank you for being here. I appreciate all your support. I appreciate you coming over here and building with the general. That's right. Thank you for building with the general. And I'll see y'all real soon. Y'all better get over there to Patreon one way or another if y'all want to see some of that fire. This is General Sarah Soon said. He's saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate you, brother.